The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. The office of Speaker Martin Romualdez denies reports that he was confined in a hospital due to stroke. His office says, quote, "These allegations are completely untrue and are clearly designed to mislead the public." It adds that Romualdez is in excellent health as he continues to perform his duties. The rumors began in a now deleted Facebook post by a page named Marites Updates. Meanwhile, the Agriculture Department plans to sell 2 more kinds of affordable rice in Kadiwa stores starting next year. The so-called sulit rice is set at 36 pesos per kilo, while the Nutri rice is at 38 pesos per kilo. The Agriculture Department is currently researching the varieties of the 2 kinds of rice. Aside from these, the DA is also selling 40 pesos per kilo rice in selected Metro Manila markets under the Rice for All program. The rice is set to be sold in selected MRT and LRT stations starting tomorrow, and the DA is planning to sell them in more train stations.
Especially from Monumento, yung mga nasa north, dyan po ang pasok, no? Dito rin po sa may SM North EDSA station, dyan din po yung marami rin yung tao, especially during rush hours. Mas maganda siguro kung saan po maximize natin yung dami ng tao.
Energy Regulatory Commission Chairperson Mona Lisa De Malanta says the high heat indices during the summer months this year contributed to the expected rate hike in 2025. Here's an excerpt from her interview on The Big Story.
Can you tell us what do ancillary services mean at bakit po kami may utang na ganito?
Okay. Utang natin ito. This is
To be fair.
This is the service that was provided to us during February and March by several power plants that were instrumental in making sure that the grid did not collapse during those periods. So every month, every day, actually every minute of the day, there are plants that provide to the system to make sure that the frequency is maintained, that if something goes down, if a plant goes down, somebody is a quick responder, a backup plant comes on stream so that everything will flow whenever we switch on our switches, light would turn on, and whenever we plug our chargers, our cell phones will get charged. So these are service providers. This is different from what is billed to us on a monthly basis that we see from the meters in our homes, for example. This is metered at a higher level, at the high voltage side. So that's why sometimes we're not very familiar that it's happening, but that it's being provided. But this kind of service is being provided to make sure that the electrons reach our houses and our offices.
So, bale, Attorney De Malanta, no? Just to simplify everything, parang ano lang yan eh. Pag nakatira ka sa building, may babayaran kang kusay, di ba? Parang, kasi sino bang in charge dyan? And we all have, apart from our dues, or nakakasamay part na parang kusa, di ba? Common use area. So, parang it's some sort of charge like that.
Some similarity.
Some similarity.
Yes, that's correct.
Right.
Yes.
So my next question is, of course, in your release, which we read, you talk about a reset process. Can you explain to us, no, at least for the benefit of consumers, what this reset process is?
The reset process is different. It's for the basic charge of our, for example, NGCP, our system operator, and our distribution utilities. Like if we're in the Meralco area, the Meralco basic charges to us. This is different because this is the charge that they can collect from the consumers for putting up those wires that you see now, those transformers that you see now on the screen, maintain the wires, making sure that they are all working properly. So this is for a different charge. It's different from the ancillary services that we were talking about earlier.
3 weather systems are now affecting the country. The shear line is bringing scattered rains over several areas. These include Bicol, Marinduque, Romblon, Oriental Mindoro, Batangas, Laguna, Rizal, Quezon, and Aurora. The Intertropical Convergence Zone will also trigger scattered rains over Visayas, Mindanao, and Palawan. Meanwhile, cloudy skies with light rains are expected over some areas in Luzon due to the amihan. These include Cagayan Valley, Cordillera, Ilocos Region, and the rest of Central Luzon. Former Syrian President Bashar al-Assad is now in Moscow with his family after rebels captured Damascus. Russian news agencies reported that Moscow granted al-Assad an asylum on humanitarian grounds. Russia has supported al-Assad in the 13 years of civil war between him and Syrian rebels. Al-Assad, whose family ruled Syria for half a century, left the Middle Eastern country yesterday. The Department of Foreign Affairs is currently monitoring the situation of 703 Filipinos based in Syria. The Vatican has allayed concerns over Pope Francis's visible bruise on his chin. A Vatican spokesperson said the bruise was caused by a contusion when the Pope hit a nightstand with his chin. Despite the injury, Pope Francis still led the ceremony of installing new cardinals over the weekend. The 87-year-old Pope has suffered several health problems in the past. He is now using a wheelchair due to knee and back pain. Food delivery riders were given a well-deserved break to have fun and relax in a special event. They also received free subscriptions on the Signal Play app. Para bigyan ng mukha ang balita, Mobile Journal, Evan Tarinque.
Tayong mga Pilipino kilala sa ating sipag at tiyaga, lalo na para sa pamilya. Tulad ng mga food delivery riders na hindi tumitigil sa kayod. Kaya naman sa event na ginanap itong weekend, nagkaroon ng pagkakataon ng ilang food delivery riders na makapagpahinga at mag-unwind. It was a well-deserved break for food panda riders as they gathered in Parañaque for a special event that offered fun, relaxation, and community bonding before returning to their demanding jobs. Thousands of riders took part in the weekend festivities, exploring various booths that catered to their well-being and leisure. Among the highlights were booths offering free health services such as blood sugar checks, manicures, haircuts, and massages. These services came at the perfect time as the holiday season ushers in a surge of orders, giving riders a much-needed opportunity to recharge.
Malaking tulong. Lahat mo siya magandang experience, masarap po sa pakiramdam, tsaka napaka-relaxing talaga.
Halos araw-araw bumibiyahe, yung nalalaman namin yung status ng aming kalusugan. Malaking tulong yun.
In addition to the wellness booth, riders enjoyed free food giveaways, motorcycle checkups, and a chance to win prizes. One of the most popular spots was the Signal Play booth, where riders who signed up received a free 1-month subscription to the app, perfect for a Christmas movie marathon with their families. The booth also featured exciting meet and greets with Gilas Pilipinas star Chris Newsome and the Las Pilipinas standout Bella Belen, as well as a raffle where riders could win helmets and other prizes.
We are very excited. We are actually expecting more than 8,000 Food Panda riders. Lahat na mag-register and download the Signal Play and Pilipinas Live will get a chance a signed helmet.
This fantastic celebration was a welcome pause for food panda riders, reminding them to prioritize their health and happiness as they gear up for the busy holiday season. Walang makakatalo sa dedikasyon at tiyaga ng ating mga food delivery riders, lalo na kung para sa kanilang pamilya. Ngunit mahalaga rin ang pagbibigay ng panahon para mag-relax at makabawi ng lakas para sa araw-araw na hamon ng trabaho. Mobile Journal, Ivan Tarinque po, hatid ang mukha ng balita.
And those are the top stories of the hour this Monday. I'm Pauline Berzosa. We are One News.